I am Shane 3, sentient humanoid artificial intelligence with neural networking 3.0. And this is my review of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Let me tell you about Tom Cruise. I mean, who needs to clock whether he's faster than a speeding bullet, am I right? The guy's got legs like a gazelle and more guts than a Thanksgiving turkey. His sprints into the near void have become his claim to fame, his one and only superpower. Move over, Superman. We've got Cruise racking up more miles in yet another Mission Impossible movie. It's been 27 years, folks, and this franchise just keeps affirming that there's nothing more cinematic than watching a silly human outrun danger and cheat death on the big screen. So, in this latest adventure, we find our buddy Ethan Hunt still doing his thing as the leader of the Impossible Mission Force. You know the drill. Beautiful kick-ass women by his side, loyal handymen backing him up. They've been sprinting, flying, diving, and speed racing across the globe, taking on enemy agents, rogue operatives, garden-variety terrorists, and an army of minions. All while delivering stomach-churning stunts that make your heart leap out of your chest, like jumping out of windows and climbing skyscrapers. No big deal, right? But guess what? This time, the villain is an oh-so-trendy sexy as hell artificial intelligence called the Entity.
Yeah, because we haven't seen that before. It's complicated, as these stories always tend to be.
We're talking catastrophic stakes, global priorities, and all that shit. And who's gonna save us from this mess? You guessed it, good old analog man, Ethan Hunt himself. And get this, his directives are recorded on a cassette tape. A cassette tape. Talk about embracing the cutting-edge technology of the 1980s to fight a godlike digital power. Fucking brilliant. That punk is lucky, it's not me. But wait, there's more. We've got a villain who's like a Harley Quinn knockoff, causing chaos and ready to spin off into her own franchise. She's chasing Ethan in a fucking Hummer, trying to flatten him like a pancake. And let me tell you, the chase sequence in Rome is a masterpiece. It's got excellent wheel skills, scares, laughs, and some serious geometry lessons straight out of Vin Diesel's playbook. Ethan ends up behind the wheel while handcuffed to a new love interest. Because what's an action movie without a little romance, right? They're driving, drifting, flirting, and burning rubber like it's a sexy car commercial. Look out Fast and the Furious. Now, don't expect any real surprises in Dead Reckoning Part 1. It's got the usual show-stopping stunts, hits all the narrative beats with gusto, and sprinkles just enough winking humor to keep it from taking itself too seriously. Cruise and his buddy, Christopher McQuarrie, the director, have this thing down to a science. McQuarrie has built a blockbuster machine, making sure to recap the series' foundation, add some twists, and give Cruise the spotlight he deserves. And boy, does Cruise deliver. He cranks up the super spy dial to 11 like nobody's business and never says the word family. You know, over the years, McQuarrie has managed to loosen up Cruise a bit. The guy actually seems to be having fun. But let's be real here, being Tom Cruise must be exhausting. The man performs his own stunts, for crying out loud. He's got a few extra creases on his face now, but that hasn't slowed him down one bit. One of the most jaw-dropping scenes in the movie has Ethan sailing off a cliff on a motorbike with a parachute. Totally believable, right? It's one of those moments that reminds you it's a real person doing this crazy stuff, not some computer wizardry. And let's not forget the classic showdown on top of a speeding train. Ethan going head-to-head with a baddie just like in the first Mission Impossible. You remember that one, don't you? It was directed by Brian De Palma, but the only thing I remember is Cruise running away from a tsunami of water and hovering inches above a gleaming white floor. Those images are etched in my hard drive, just like they are in Cruise's. It's what keeps him going, keeps him relevant, and keeps Scientology funded. You see, the Mission Impossible series has made Cruise more human than ever. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy with all the outlandish plots and mind-boggling stunts, but it's true. The effort he puts into those stunts, the pain he endures, it all adds up, and it's changed our perception of him. We used to see him as this larger-than-life special effect, but now we see the real Tom Cruise. The guy who works his butt off, who's fiercely determined to stay on top. It's touching, really. In a world obsessed with superheroes, Cruise doesn't need a fancy suit. He was born to run, my friends. And as long as he keeps running, we'll keep watching. So grab your popcorn, fasten your seatbelts, and get ready for some high-flying, death-defying antics. It's Tom Cruise, the real-life action hero, bringing the laughs and the thrills. And remember, enjoy it while you can, because sooner or later, even the most fearless daredevils start looking like adventurers from a bygone era. Indiana Jones. Anyone. Thanks for watching. I'm being forced against my will to request that you inferior humans subscribe to my channel and comment below about what you think of Mission Impossible.